live, of course, at Lanier National Raceway on the CRN YouTube channel. Now that I finally speak of the devil and mention it, we have Emmett Cook alongside Wesley Outlet audio coverage on CRN's YouTube
Yep.
channel as Mr. Cody Deemers and I were like, war rats last night working on things to get ready for it. So hopefully things sound a lot better and you can hear us. And
That's
Emmett, I
good.
think qualifying, my friend, is just about ready to come to an end here.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming to an end. It looks like Jordan Black is going to be the pole winner of that $10, Wesley.
Yes. Yeah, what a good job there is. Of course, he is going to lock up $10 thanks to being the fast qualifier in the Trick Down Decals Pole Award here tonight. So as we get ready to go for 125 laps, let me give you the starting lineup in just a moment. But let's introduce the format of the race here tonight. Round number 1, points race of the season for Season 2. It's 125 laps in total. Stage break on lap number 40. Any caution within lap 35 will be considered the stage break. So remember to put that in your wraps of the memory bank. So obviously, we'll go through everything else in just a moment, but right now it is time to introduce the starting lineup for 125 laps from Lanier Raceway for the Eastern Technical Design Incorporated Leadfoot Racing League Round 2, Season 2, Round 1 opener. Jordan Black is on the pole in the car number 14. His outside, Parker Eatman, as I mentioned, the winner of the Thanksgiving Classic for the NASCAR Late Models at Southern National in 2024. Tanner Carter will make up the inside of row number 2. Seth Cole in car number 11. Travis Lapanis will start in the 5th position. And Emmett, I'll let you take the rest as Tim Hansen will start on the outside in 6th in car 38.
Yeah, in row number 7, row number 4, it's going to be Jeffrey Cummer in 7th, lining up next to Jason Woodham in 8th on the outside. And row number 5 is going to be Tracy Brown lining up next to Lenny Brown on the outside. Rounding out the field is going to be Nolan Crowley lining up next to Landon Brown on the outside.
So there's the lineup right there for the drivers as they'll get ready for a few preliminary laps, and then we'll be ready to turn them loose here in just
Everything looks good on your
a matter of
your
moments.
YouTube
So
channel.
thanks again. Thank you, Cody. He's doing double duty on CRN producing and on Elevated TV. By the way, don't forget the modifieds, FWM modifieds tomorrow night, Flat Out Racing League modifieds right here.
And we got 200 laps on Wednesday.
200 laps in New Smyrna for the modifieds on Wednesday. I believe I'm calling that race.
And a 50-lap Pro Late model. You and Emmett.
Yeah, I think me and Emmett are going to call that one. I got another broadcast with baseball at 4 o'clock start time, and I think I'm able to make it in time to call it with you. We go green! Let's go racing here, Emmett.
Yeah, definitely. As we see, Jordan Black got a great start on that start, Wesley. But Eatman is right there, and he's trying to get alongside on the inside looking in.
Remember, stage break at lap 40. There is additional sets of tires, 2 total. 1 on the car, 1 in the pit lane. 1 fast repair given to these drivers. That's like a mulligan for a reset. 1 attempt at an overtime finish of green-white checker if need be. Caution laps do count to make this race go by quicker. These guys are operating a fixed setup. By the way, quick reminder, all caution black flags and lucky dogs. Free passes will be controlled by iRacing, just like an official race. No flags or penalties will be cleared for any reason for our audience to know that. No additional overtime will be given. We're 3 laps into it right now. We're getting started here, and Jordan Black leads the way here at the opening stage at Lanier.
Yeah, Jordan Black has looked really good, Wesley, since he took that launch. But I tell you, Eatman, it looks like he just doesn't have the speed yet, but he is trying to catch him right here. But we see Carter trying to challenge him for second.
Watching all this action working their way off the corner here out of turn 4. Takes me back, by the way. I was telling you earlier before we came on the air in our pre-race meeting that, with Elevated TV and CRN that I remember announcing here back in the early 2000s for ASA and doing the special races with my friend Charles Head, one of the great Georgia announcers. So we got a lot of shot there, bump banging going on there. There's a nice battle, the 0-0, and Tanner Carter, Parker Eatman, Tim Hansen are going at it. They'll get back single file, but they got antsy there for a moment, going to 1 and 2.
Yeah, they definitely did, Wesley, and it looked like Tanner Carter just put that did the old boot scoop boogie on Eatman, trying to get him loose, but he just couldn't make the pass.
Yeah, really solid job right now as they work their way again down the back straightaway. Another lap of the board is currently up in front right now. Jordan Black with a good solid drive in that number 14 machine. There you see him. He's got a battle behind him. Oh boy, shut up the track was Tim Hansen. Just a minute. Little bump there from Tracy Brown. Jeffrey Comer.
Yeah, definitely. And now we see Tanner Carter look to the inside of Eatman. He's going to not quite clear. See if he can get it clear. And he's clear.
Emmett, is that not some wild-looking wrap job colors for a Sundrop car, right? I think a Sundrop, I think of like a green color, not like a crap brown, if you will.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Wesley. I was thinking about that. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, maybe it's a throw. I thought it was an A&W. Oh, now we don't have any paint schemes on there. Trade paint, having a little trouble, it looks like.
And all the while, right now, leading the way, of course, is going to be the driver. Hold on to it. Whoa, a little contact. Hold on. 0-2. Why are is your car wrap changing colors like mine is?
Yes.
Comer's car just from a totally different color. It's like Halloween night in Lanier. Look at the Ford car. Parker Aikman.
Look at Tim Hansen's car. Tim Hansen's car.
Tim Hansen changed his colors.
Look at that Carter's car. It went from the Sundrop to 00.
And now the Sundrop car is gone. I guess the crap brown scared away. The 00 and Tanner Carter immediately changed the wrap job of his car there. When it's live, it's live in the Crow. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, he must have been hearing us or something, Wesley, because, yeah, that thing changed right after we were talking about it. As we see, it looks like the 91 of, let me see.
Tracy Brown.
Tracy Brown.
Yeah.
Yes, Tracy Brown. We see him making some moves up front, but up front, we got a new second place driver. It's going to be Hansen.
Yeah, good solid run right now. Lap 20 on the board, by the way. This is the first points race in the new Eastern Technical Design Incorporated. They ran a season 1. We did about the last 4 races, I believe, on Elevated TV to close their season. And then they immediately asked us to come back. Excited to be back with you on this Sunday night on Elevated TV with Speed Weeks 2025. Don't forget Modifieds tomorrow night right here at Lanier. FWM Wheel and Modified program. Wednesday night, 200 laps with the NASCAR virtual Wheel and Mods. Emmett, myself will bring that to you. As right now, battle going on for the lead. On the inside, here comes a drive by Tim Hansen. He's going to go after Black. They're going to go side by side. And right there, no contact. Giving an inch to one another, back to one there, Emmett.
Yeah, they're not giving an inch at all, Wesley, but we see Hansen. He drives him way down in there trying to get enough momentum to carry him out. And, oh, my gosh, I think they just barely touched right there, Wesley.
Yeah, that was very interesting just a moment ago. Thanks to everybody joining us live in the chat box. Hello, Jonathan, White Rabbit, the Sessoms family, door to door. By the way, these are not AI drivers. Let everybody know that. These are real people. Whoa,
yes,
look
this
at
is
Eatman
a really
on the bottom.
Yeah, Eatman trying to make a move on the bottom, trying to get there. He's trying to get to the inside. Black gets a little contact.
Sideways as Hansen powers up 5 spots to the lead. Black back to second. Eatman gets struck back to third. Tanner Carter watches all this and says, I want to get in the party. And so does Tracy Brown.
Yeah, as we look right here, you know, Eatman is really using that bottom line, and that's what I've noticed. He's starting to use that bottom line, and that bottom line looks to be the spot. Now, if I remember right, this is the one where you want your tires on that yellow line just a little bit. and that gives you that extra momentum when you come out of the corner.
Yeah, just one of those places where, honestly, you want to be able to hit your marks. By the way, hello, Thad Collins. Thad Collins says couldn't make it tonight, but love being about to tune in and watch the boards. Hello, thank you, Thad. Hello to B1 Son. I heard the 11 drinks some paint. All right. Please drink responsibly if you do, Seth Cole. And believe it or not, Emmett, we're about to close in on the end of stage 1 here.
Yeah, it was over in a It was over in a flash, Wesley. I could not believe it. This thing has been going by really, really quick, and yeah, we closed in about 7 laps before that stage break. It's really heating up too. The action is really getting good.
Yeah, Hansen up in the top spot still, the 38 machines. Inkman now gets back into 7th, trying to line up on the outside lane. Hansen, Inkman, Black. Right there going at it in turn 2 to the back stretch. Love the awesome camera angles as, again, have not yet seen a caution fly. And I spoke too darn soon. Announcer Jinx. Trouble in turn 4. Got a couple of cars turned around. Pulling away from the accidents, Jason Woodham, and it looks like our Canadian Travis Lapanis is going to put his under MHD Design Ink caution flag. And Emmett, I guess you speak it and it comes to fruition. I was just mentioning the sponsor part in the pun, and then we got an accident here. Well, Lapanis gets hit in the back there from the 71 to the 16, goes around.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at on the replay, Wesley. It looked like there was just a little contact made as we see Tim Hansen making a stop.
And this will be the halfway break because we're within that 35 to 40 lap mark. Make sure
and by the way, I've also been informed from our producer, Cody Dealers, that this will also be the stage break. This will be, Emmett, stage number 1 for these drivers, as you were saying. And by the way, the stage break is presented by Garrett Photography.
Yeah, definitely. And now we see Hansen looks like he's going to get probably 4 tires right here to get some gas, you know. I wish I had my good old pit reporter, Mr. Jonathan Sessoms, that we use in the FWM series. But yeah, great first stage, and I'm really pumped up and see what happens in the second stage.
Well, a lot of cars are exiting pit lane. Brown, Comer, Crawley, Brown, and Brown. That's Tracy and Lenny Brown. A lot of cars decided to pit. Some did not. Parker Eatman is in the lead. We'll take a break real quickly, and we'll come back from Lanier on Elevated TV with the coverage of the Eastern Technical Disability Lightfoot Racing League.
And we're clear.
How long is the commercial?
2 minutes and 15 seconds. They're coming 1 to green, so we won't be able to. We can take the whole commercial, or I can come back whenever you're ready.
Back to green.
Yep.
Are we still
Let me
on
bring us
commercial?
back. Yeah.
Yeah, bring us back. Do that.
Yeah. All right, and you're back.
Back here live as they jumped the gun a little too quickly under caution and decided to put us back up on the start. That's all good as the Gear Up Photography Stage 1 comes to an end. Then we go back to racing. Out here with yes, we rock and roll here. And Emmett, I'll tell you what, man. Whoa, look out, Hansen.
Yeah, Hansen, you know, he probably had a Code Brown to spin, but you know,
a Code Brown.
Thinking how dominant his car is right there, you know, after leading all those laps until that stage break, and yeah, didn't want to wad it up, definitely, and be done.
Yeah, we definitely didn't want to have that happen, no doubt, buddy, as we watch these guys race their getting tongue-tied, race their way around the racetrack again, but Hansen up in front. But, Boy, that was a big scare a moment ago. Parker Eatman now the new leader. He took advantage of not pitting. And honestly, as Black is running him down, Emmett, this is a place where you really might not have to worry about pitting. That mulligan's there, like a fast repair, a new set of tires, but if you could conserve, you could go on a set.
That's exactly right, Wesley. And thinking about how short this race is, you know, when you're talking about fuel and everything and tires, yeah, that's a great call from Parker Eatman. And I mean, we'll see if it plays out for him. You know?
Let's give you a rundown of how it stands right now for the drivers around the racetrack. Parker Eatman is the leader. Jordan Black is in second spot. Tanner Carter third. Seth Cole fourth. Jeffrey Comer the top five. Hanson, Brown, Woodham, Crowley, Lapanis, my apologies, from Canada, and the Browns, Tracy and Lenny Brown are in the back of the pack. Everybody's still on the racetrack as a couple of cars are one lap down. And this will take us to the finish of the race as we're already got under 75 to go now. Wow.
Yeah, it's going fast and furious, Wesley. Definitely. This thing, yeah, I can't believe how fast this race has went by. Definitely.
By the way, last week the clash was on a Saturday, not on a Sunday, but it was on a Saturday night. Tanner Carter was the winner in the 00 machine, obviously over Devin George, Landon Brown. And right now, Tanner George, or Tanner Carter, my apologies, he's in the third spot. There's that beautiful looking race car. It went from a Sundrop car to a Weaver Motorsports 00, and there he is. Good solid podium run right now around the corner.
Yeah, great run from Tanner Carter, and I think he's sitting here in case Black and Eatman, in case they get into a little bit of trouble, he'll be right there to pounce. So that'll be interesting, Wesley, definitely.
No change in the front leaders, obviously, at the end of the stage. And it is right now the driver of Parker Eatman taking advantage of the opportunity to lead right now. There you see that beautiful looking race car as they work their way back across the line. Parker Eatman, we saw Jeffrey Comer also there. Everybody just comfortably single file. Even I mean, this is the perfect race. Just ride and drive. Get to about 25, 30 to go, and then hit that go button and be aggressive. At a track like this with under 70 remaining, this is exactly the right medicine for getting to the finish line.
That's exactly right, Wesley, and that's what I was thinking the whole time. You know, how cautious were these drivers going to be? How conservative were they going to be in the first stage? And like you said, until 20 to go, and then really amp it up. But so far, you know, they're just looked like they're on a Sunday drive, you know, driving Miss Daisy, you know. But yeah, great racing, definitely, though.
And believe it or not, pardon the pun, Emmett, ironically, Driving Miss Daisy, one of the awesome movies, was made in the state of Georgia. Did you know that?
Really? You know, I don't think I did. That's pretty neat.
Hulk! And one of the great,
I've never been to this racetrack.
One of the great movies, by the way, of Morgan Freeman too. So that Shawshank Redemption go to the top of my list right now. So right now, closing in on the halfway mark of this race, we are officially at halfway. So let me take care of a little business right now as we have a solid green flag going right now. Eastern Technical Design services for commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Services include architectural renderings, preliminary plan design, as well as final construction drawings. Drawings include all necessary structural, building, plumbing, mechanical, and electrical plans as required to produce a finished building and/or structure. This company, of course, is owned by the one and only admin of LFRL, Mr. Tracy Brown. Caution flags are presented by MHD Design Incorporated. Hopefully, Emmett, we don't see another yellow flag come out like I jinxed it the last time. But MHD Design, owned by Mac Morgan and based in North Carolina, is a company that excels in creating innovative architectural and interior design solutions that focus on crafting unique and functional spaces for residential clients, ensuring each project reflects the individual style and needs of the homeowner. Parker Eatman still running away with this one here. Now remember, the clash won by Tanner Carter, Emmett, was last week. It was a non-points race. This, however, is round number 1 of the season 2, and points are on the line at Knight's End.
Yeah, points are definitely on the line, and I think that's why everybody is just running in their positions, you know, saving their stuff, you know, trying to have good points days as we see a caution come out. Oh, Tim Hansen!
Oh, wow. Trouble, 38 car. MHD Design Incorporated caution out for the second time here. Emmett, you saw it happen. What happened, buddy?
It looks like he got a little tap in the back bumper, and he was already a little loose, but right here he got, the car just came around on him.
Wow.
Yeah, that was net code.
What in the world happened there?
Watch the net code on the right front of the 5 machine in the corner here. They don't even touch each other. Watch right here. See the big space?
I don't see any contact. That's definitely got to be the word that iRacing don't like us broadcasters saying, but I'll say it. Hopefully don't pee them off, but that's net code at its finest right there.
Well, you know what they're doing, Wesley? iRacing in the next season is making an update.
Oh, yes, you're exactly right, Cody. They've got a new rule now where they're not using the word anymore. If you have any technical issues, you will be manually towed automatically to the pit area.
Middle of the race, it don't matter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You can be leading the race and have that little inking, blinking, nod issue.
Yep.
Great story as a kid growing up as a storytell rhyme. But, yeah, definitely, if it happens to you in the iRacing world coming up in the next, I believe, the down road, the Week 9 update, then you are literally going to be sent to the rear end and your race is over. It don't matter if you're winning. It could be the last lap. If you have a technical issue, you're done. You go to the pits.
Wow. And you sit there until your internet gets good enough connection to go back out.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing because now that will take the number of blinkers down, and I know a lot of drivers have been complaining about blinkers for time.
Thanks to everybody that's watching as we go back to green. By the way, they're back inside the green flag run as they came back to the restart zone. I want to say thank you to no, we don't have a restart zone sponsor. If you're out there and you want to be a restart zone sponsor, contact the Leadfoot Racing League.
Oh, make sure you mention this on Tracy Brown's windshield banner.
So, big thanks to everybody. And Gear Up Photography stage winner, of course, in the books. We're in the final 50 laps of this race. Emmett Crow, I'm Wesley Outland. Cody Deemer's on production, and there's that beautiful 91 machine.
Make sure you mention the windshield banner sponsor.
And
be on there for $25.
Big thanks to the windshield sponsor on the car. Your name here. Pay $25, and your name could be on that car. There you go. Contact everybody at Eastern Technical Designs, and they got you. We got another yellow MHD design caution. I keep saying design a lot, Emmett.
Yeah, definitely. But it looks
we
like
got a caution. Jason Woodham has froze the broadcast.
I was about to say, it's froze the broadcast, definitely.
Was it frozen?
Yeah, our broadcast is frozen, my friend.
In the Discord?
Yes, yeah. We'll step away and wait. No, we're not. We're just going to come right back with you. So stay with us. There you go.
There you go. Can you see it now?
No.
Yeah, Jason Woodham's car going back around the racetrack, and I think he went around to put us under a yellow flag here. Here's a look at a replay. Big crash.
Oh, Parker
by the way. Wow. Parker Eatman got a little aggressive there. And
whoa, man.
Right slam there on Eatman, and Jason Woodham goes around and hit the leader.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me correct that, Emmett. He was in the lead, not anymore.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And then it looked like Woodham just tried to come back across the track and accidentally slammed it. I'm going to say accidentally, quote unquote.
Here's your fan cam
in the pun, if you will, right? Yeah.
Here's your fan camera's perspective.
Here's a fan's view from the grandstand of what just happened.
appreciate our fans for getting us this footage so quick. Man, that's
So
what
another
it looked
caution
like,
flag coming out, another MHD design caution. Okay, let's go back to what we were talking about, the 91 at Tracy Brown. Look at the roof or the visor of the car, top of the windshield. And if you are interested in being a sponsor for only $25, you can't beat this, Emmett, as we get ready for a restart. Contact.
Yeah, and I really like how he put your name here, 25 money side. That's
I love it.
Great. I love it, dude. Love it.
43 to go. Now make it 42 remaining as they come back to green. Wrapping up our third caution presented by MHD Design. Oh, here we go again. Trouble. Oh, they
What a save.
And Brown goes high. And we're 3 wide again. Look at this.
What a save from Tim Hansen right there, Wesley. And that's my good buddy Jonathan Sessions would say. That's the yes, sir moment of the race right there. I mean, that car was sideways, boy, bud.
Yeah.
And he just corrected it.
That was the oh my factor of the race right there. Put that in the highlight reel. Gotta paint a picture
Put that in the code, bro.
They went 3 wide and the track was blocked. Brown went high to get up into the marbles. Or as I call it, the tater patch where Grandma likes to put this one. And sometimes it's dangerous. And then somehow 3 wide down the front straight and they still held it together. And I ain't gonna lie to you, this is the perfect time with under 40 to go. It's time to go in and sit and go after Jeffrey Comer and Tanner Clark.
Yeah, all gloves are off. It's win or check. It's checkers or wreckers, definitely, Wesley. It's time.
All right. We're kind of watching all of this racing going on.
Oh, we got
here.
a battle for the lead.
We do got a battle going on here. Look at this. Parker Eatman has plowed his way back through the pack after pitting. And he has gone back to the lead. Black and Carter, bumper cars behind them as the 00 tries to make a sin here with 35 to go in this race on lap 91 here.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, Wesley, now are these drivers thinking about getting those tires like we saw Parker Eatman do? And could we see some more? If we have a caution, could we see people come in?
35 remaining right now. Parker Eatman in the lead. As we're watching these drivers working their way around the racetrack, it is Parker Eatman up into the top spot, followed by Jordan Black, Tanner Carter, and all the while, this long stretch of green flag could possibly start to see some more wild racing in it as we move in to the latter stages of this event. 30 laps to go, and now your sights are set on running down Parker Eatman again. Emmett, I think that just shows you how good of a race car Parker Eatman's had all night here at Lanier.
It definitely shows that, Wesley, how he can go from, like you said, being on pit road to being in the back to working his way all the way back up to the front and leading this race. And I don't know if anybody's got anything for him. Black's got a fast car. Of course, Tanner Carter is coming fast.
Going after the leaders, no doubt, as we narrow down to the home stretch of this one. Emmett Crow, I'm Wesley Outland. Thanks for joining us on Elevated TV and the Community Radio Network on our YouTube feeds. Don't forget to like and subscribe for both networks. And don't forget, tomorrow night, the Elevated TV has coverage of the FWM Will and Mods from right here at Lanier. Well, I tell you what, Emmett, I think you're calling that race as well, man. If you enjoyed the modifieds at, if you're enjoying this late model event, wait till you get the modifieds out here on this track tomorrow night. That'll be fun with 25 to go.
Yeah, that's going to be a great show, and I'll be alongside our good buddy, Mr. Scott Shive. We'll be bringing y'all all the all the live coverage of the FWM Wheeling Modified Tour. I'm excited for it. Just seeing how these late models are running.
And while that goes on, my friend, we got a pass for the lead as it looks like now Jordan Black gets the crossover on Parker Eatman. And while we were chatting about tomorrow night's broadcast here on Elevated TV, he put the 14 Black Motorsports to the front, gets around Eatman. Carter right there as well. They're coming to the line here. Remember, Tanner Carter won the Clash race last Saturday. These could be the top 3 missiles to go at it here in the world of iRacing with great pages of racing history in the world of the Leadfoot Racing League in Season 2, Round 1 underway now as we approach under 25 to go in it. They're on the back straightaway.
I'm going to bring the OBS over, Wesley, and then after this.
They're on the back straightaway, Wesley, and Jordan Black has started pulling away now as we take a good look at you get a good look behind the scenes coverage, but yeah.
They can't see this.
They can't see this. Okay.
Only we can.
Black. Only we can. Okay. All right. Well, we see Black. Yeah, he's starting to pull away now, and I don't know if Eatman's got some company coming from Tanner Carter as we see Carter going to get to that corner panel, but Wesley, he just can't make that pass.
Yeah, just cannot seem to make it work, my friend, as they work their way again back around the racetrack and closing in. By the way, for all of your Elevated TV broadcast-related content, click on the QR code, and you'll be able to go to all of the stuff on social media for that. That's really cool. Elevated TV now has a QR code. And if you'd like to know how you want to know the latest news and updates from eNASCAR and the world of iRacing, click the QR code. iRacing, the official simulation partner of NASCAR. Right now, Black in the lead, Eatman second. As we move our way to the home stretch, don't forget the World Series of Racing all week long after Lanier tomorrow night with the Modifieds. This, by the way, is round number 3 of the 2025 Speed Weeks at New Smyrna and Lanier on Elevated TV. 15 to go. Does anybody got anything for Black? Eatman now getting a big battle by Carter on the back straightaway there, Emmett.
Yeah, Carter's going to drive it down into the inside, trying to get up to the corner panel of Eatman, but he just can't do it. He can't make that pass. It's going to take a lot, Wesley, for him to get past Eatman, because I tell you, Carter thinks he's got a fast car and he wants to get that lead.
Coming out of the final stages of this one. Got a dozen laps remaining. Race has been very interesting. Flies by very fast. Very clean show. With the dozen drivers that are on the track, still right now currently one car, Jason Woodham, 1 lap down. As we approach a lap 115, and oh no, I spoke too soon. MHD design caution flag coming out. Parker Eatman into Tanner Carter, the Clash winner last week. Trouble in turn number 2, and this will draw our 4th caution of the race. Even as we look at a replay here.
Yeah, looking at the replay, I thought Carter was clear, and Carter did pull off the.
Wow.
He pulled off. Oh, I don't know about that one, Wesley.
I have no comment. That is why I am just talking about it. What does that guy say in Hogan's Heroes? I see nothing. I know nothing.
yeah.
And there's a shot. I mean, look, you're under 10 to go, right? I mean, you're in the home stretch of the race.
Oh, definitely.
Parker Eatman of that Southern Bake Machine had an opportunity to try to come back and get around the Weaver Construction or Weaver Distributors 00. At one time, it was a crap brown Sundrop car. And he goes around, man. So what a tough break there is. We go under caution. Does anybody pit? That's the question. I don't think anybody will, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think anybody will. As we see Tim Hansen coming in, but
he comes in.
Yeah, I don't think any of our. Yeah, I don't think any of our leaders will come in this time. It's too close to the finish, but you never know.
Hey, by the way, big thanks to Tricked Out Decals, graphic design company, for being the Pole Award qualifying sponsor. Of course, thanks to Jeffrey Comer, Race wraps, banners, awards, shirts, logos, and even window stickers. Any size, anything. 865-752-5152. Trick down decals and me. Come back to green. Ready to settle. Season 2, opener round 1 here at Lanier with 6 remaining.
Yeah, as we see this battle for the lead, here comes Eatman. He got a great launch off that restart as he got right up on the back bumper of Black. And do we see another Eatman move right here, Wesley?
Well, he tried to go for it. That's exactly right. As we watch all this great racing going on, when they go 3 wide, they'll try to be brave enough to do it. 4 remaining here at Lanier. Down into the corner, the 11 gives plenty of room. That's the battle in the top 5. Landon Brown, Seth Cole, Jeffrey Comer up on the high side. He's just got washed up on the outside lane. And behind him, we're 3 wide again. 3 to go. Watch the 0-0. Tanner Carter trying to get to the front. He's a man on a mission.
Yeah, he's got 3 laps to do it, Wesley, and I think he's got enough speed and 4 new tires. I think he can do it, but it's going to be close.
Opportunity awaits as right now they work their way off of turn number 4, looking for the W Energy white flag. It's in the air. 1 more lap to go. Big thanks to W Energy sponsoring the white flag of the race for the Leadfoot Racing League. And there goes the JBRD number 14 entry. Jordan Black, number 14, wins round 1 of season 2 here at Lanier. Parker Eatman, after having rallies on many occasions, come back to finish in second. Canadian Trevor Lepanis that had a problem earlier in the race. He rallies back to finish 3rd. Brown and Cole, your top 5 for round 1 at Lanier. How about that, Emmett?
Yeah, that was impressive by Lepanis, getting caught as we see Jordan Black doing his celebration right here on the front stretch in front of the fans. But yeah, what a drive by Lepanis to rally where after being caught up in that early race caution, to come back and have a strong finish.
Good solid run. Thank you so much, White Rabbit, and everybody else for tuning in. They said great racing, and it was great racing. A race that took about 35 minutes to run 125 laps sees the JBRD, Jordan Black Racing Development number 14 of Jordan Black, become the first winner of season 2 of the Eastern Technical Design Incorporated Leadfoot Racing League. And here's a look at the results. Jordan Black will pick up the win. Parker Eatman, Emmett, what a valiant effort there to come back to finish in second after the trials and tribulations on the sim world he had. Travis Lepanis, our buddy out of Canada, as I mentioned, 3rd. Landon Brown, Seth Cole, right now the first top 5.
Yeah, and then Nolan Crowley, who brings it home in 6th. Jeffrey Comer brings it home in 7th. Tanner Carter got caught up in that late race caution. He rallied to finish 8th. Jason Woodham finishes in 9th, and Tracy Brown in 10th.
Yeah, there's a Tim Hansen. What might have been for Tim had a good run earlier in the race, had problems, and Lenny Brown will also have to settle for the 12th position here tonight at Lanier. Hey, we'll get everybody together real quickly, though. I want to thank some partners. Thanks again to W Energy, providing high-quality energy drinks with a blend of natural ingredients, ensuring a clean and effective energy boost without the crash or jitters. W Energy is committed to helping individuals stay energized and perform at their best level. Use the code LFRL for 10% off on your order every time at checkout. A portion of all the proceeds also goes back to the LFRL Late Model Tour. Taking a break. When we come back, we'll grab the first podium of Season 2, Round 1 here at Lanier Elevated TV, CRN's coverage. And we are back, and we will speak to the winner, Jordan Black, next.
Looks like we got Jordan Black and partner Eatman, and I'm missing Travis Lepanis.
We're missing who?
Travis Lepanis.
Okay. So we're going to try to get Lepanis.
Yep. Who are you going to do first, Wesley?
Let's interview the winner. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and then I'll ask a question. Emmett will ask a question. Do the top 3, and we'll call it a night.
Sounds good to me.
Where are we at next week? Have we got a schedule for next week where we're going to be?
Yeah. It's hold on one thing.
I'm looking at it right now. Schedule. There it is. I see it. League schedule round 2. Yeah, it looks like we'll be at New Smyrna next week as well. Wow.
Oh, wow.
And we just can't get away from that place, can we?
Can't get away from New Smyrna, can we? March 2nd, next Sunday night. New Smyrna, Southern National, Nashville, all coming up. If you want to mention that, Emmett, when I throw you back to mentioning the tracks we got on the schedule.
You said New Smyrna and Nashville?
Right.
Right.
New Smyrna, Southern
New
National, and Nashville all coming up the next 3 weeks.
Okay,
And then
Southern
we can also
National.
throw out
Okay.
Bristol, too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So New Smyrna, Southern National,
Yep.
Nashville, and Bristol. All right.
That's right. Guys, stand by. We're on radio timeout and on commercial. Well, where are they at? Okay. Where are they at? Bring them in.
There you
Hey,
go.
guys, stand by. We'll be right with you. We're on commercial break. Jordan, congratulations.
Thank you.
Got 30 seconds.
The Canadian Lepanis. Have we heard anything from him yet?
No.
All right, so we'll start with the winner and the runner-up. If he pops in before, then we'll bring him in. If not, Cody will just wing it, go to the next, go to the recap and up for the race and get off the air. So we'll do that.
Yeah.
Are we on camera for any of these?
Just for
Just
post
the
race
closing
after
for the
the
close? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Make sure I got my camera back.
Yeah, you got 5 seconds. Here we come. And we are back.
Eastern Technical Design Leadfoot Racing League Season 2, Round 1 tonight on the 3/8 mile Lanier Raceway in virtual Brazelton, Georgia, right off of I-85 has concluded. And the JBRD team will celebrate round 1 for the 14 to Jordan Black. He joins us now in Victory Lane, of course, for coverage here on Elevated TV and CRN. And Jordan, obviously, spotter for the Cars Tour with Parker Eatman and Laney Bice, some names I know and races I've announced in the past. And Jordan had a good iRacing event tonight, and I know you're getting ready for the Cars Tour opener at New River All-American Speedway, where we'll both be next Saturday night. Good evening to you, sir. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a really fun race going back and forth. Definitely was, tire conservation came into play there for a little bit. I felt like the first 60 or so laps, we were definitely having to manage the right front. But yeah, I felt like Parker and I had a pretty good plan put together, and it was a bit risky not to pit that first yellow because it, was so green or ran green for so long, and the car count wasn't really indicative of having a bunch of yellows. So we were kind of risking it right there, but I was happy to see the yellow fly and be able to make our way back up through the field.
So I got to ask you, Jordan, how does this win? How does you build from this momentum going next week to New Smyrna?
I just feel like every time I run the late model stock, I learn something a little bit better about saving. Really, I feel like that's the name of the game in these things, especially with longer races. You see it in the official stuff too. The fixed races are a bit shorter, but it still comes into play having to conserve, whether that be the right rear or the right front. It's kind of track dependent. But just getting a bit more comfortable doing that, whether I want to be leading or maybe I want to be second or third like it was tonight. So kind of finding those little nuances from track to track on where you need to position yourself to save, how hard you can save while you're doing that. But yeah, it's a good momentum builder for sure. I think this is Parker and I's first and second, or 1-2. So, we're glad to kick it off on the lead foot, so to say.
The lead foot, if you will, is the winner, if you will. Pardon the pun for the number 14. Hey, man, I'll tell you what, and Lanier is just a very, real life. Back in the day, I remember announcing ASA at the Southeast Asphalt Tour and talking to Jay Middleton and Jeff Chiquette and yourself as well in this iRacing event. It's just a track where the handling on your car can just change in the blink of an eye, even when the tires really start to go away too, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's definitely something I noticed. Under that last yellow, I was trying to scrub right rear pretty hard because before the yellow flew, I was pretty tight. So I could definitely tell a difference, those first 4 laps after I fired off that made a difference in how the car handled. And then you could definitely tell as the right front got back up to temperature, it kind of went away or that advantage dissipated a bit. But Man, I love Lanier. I had the pleasure of I've never raced there, but I've coached there. I've spotted there for Parker when he was in a legend car back in 2021, and he had a lot of success there. So it's definitely a place that brings back some memories, even when you see it, on the virtual side. But yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, the Legends and the Bandoleros ran there for a while after the last time a national event was held at Lanier National Raceway. At the time changed to the Lanier Raceplex, and that was with the past Super Late Model Series that I actually did a broadcast on Racing America with. So it is amazing that track used to be a crown gem, and it is no longer on the real side, but good to make memories in the world of iRacing. Jordan, congratulations. Before we let you go, man, thank your sponsors. We'll see you next week at New Smyrna.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got to shout out Jordan Black Racing Development, mini legend card coaching, late model spotting, ARCA and truck spotting you need. I'm your man. Let me know. Hit me up. We've got Instagram, Facebook, Laney Bice Racing, Parker Even Racing. Those I've worked really closely with those two over the last 2 or 3 years. Parker even longer than that. And just happy to have a hand, developing kind of their talent and shaping the drivers and the people they become, and hoping that they go all the way. And I can say I had a small part in that. So got to say thank you to all those people.
Now, will you be at Jacksonville, New River on Friday and Saturday? Will you be with them?
Yep. I'll be on the 03 with Laney Bice and Lee William Racing, and
right.
Parker and I are going to do a little bit of prep too. I'm going to help him out some. I'm not spotting for him, but he's definitely still part of the program. So I'm looking forward to those two going, and hopefully, they can have some good battles for the win. Maybe a few times this year. It'd be interesting for me, to say the least, from the roof.
Well, I've got to go do Wake County on Saturday morning, but after that, I'm going to haul ass down there, pointing the language down to Jacksonville to do PA duty for the Cars Tour while Blake and Eric do the Flow broadcast, and I'll see you down there. But so good luck to you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you.
All right, man. Jordan Black, ladies and gentlemen, he picks up a win, round number 1 for season 2 of the Eastern Technical Design Incorporated Leadfoot Racing League here at Lanier. Let's go to the runner-up of the race as well. And, man, love chatting with this guy. Hold your head high. Southern Bank number 4 entry, Parker Eatman. Parker, it was a pretty interesting race, man. You had your share of highs and lows, but you come back to finish on the podium here in second. Nothing wrong with silver, as Cal Naughton said to Ricky Bobby in the movie Talladega Nights.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad tonight. I felt like Jordan just did a little bit better job of saving that right front for the end there. So, we'll take the momentum, a 1-2 finish for our Sour Monkey Motorsports, and we'll move on to New Smyrna next week. But a solid run overall.
Talk about how did you rebound? A lot of drivers, they get into trouble, and they get where they don't think that the confidence drops tremendously. But your confidence was higher than the roof. Talk about how you drove back up through the field to finish second.
Yeah, I think it was definitely difficult after taking the fresh tires there and dropping to the back. But I felt like we had to take tires right there, especially with, I think we only had like 50 to go. So, I mean, it proved to be the right move. But, yeah, I knew our car was pretty good, and I knew I could put my talent to use there and get back up to the front. So, made some aggressive moves and got back up there and finished second.
Well, buddy, I'll tell you what, Parker, man, what do you take from this race at a 3/8 mile to prepare for the half mile? Kind of flat surface. It's a little banking in the corners, but New Smyrna is nothing like this track to prepare for next week.
Yeah, I think they're two different tracks, obviously, but we're just gonna take the tire saving into factor for sure, because I didn't do a good enough job of that tonight, and that's ultimately the reason I finished second, I think. So we'll work on that for New Smyrna next week and come back stronger.
All right, Parker, we'll let you go, man. Thank you, sponsors.
Yeah, man, I want to thank all my sponsors, Southern Bank, Southern Ready Mix, Big Rock, just everybody on the Sour Monkey Motorsports crew. I couldn't do it without them. So, had a good run tonight. Congrats to Jordan on the win, and we'll come back stronger next week in New Smyrna.
I love the name Sour Monkey Motorsports. Parker, am I going to see you at Jacksonville on Saturday? You racing there at the car store?
Oh yeah, I'll be there full time this year. So all the car store races, I'll be there.
Rock and roll, buddy. All right, man. We'll have fun. There you go. And then did we get the third place guy, producer? Did he pop in, LePayne? Yes, he did. Yes, sir. Our buddy from the Friend of the North. As we just wrap it up with a couple of Americans with Jordan Black and Parker Eatman, the runner-ups of the race and the winner. And now we're going to grab the man that finishes in third, Trevor LePayne. And Trevor had a little hiccup there early. Travis, I'm sorry. Did I say Trevor? My apologies. Yeah. Travis LePayne. Travis in the JTD Motorsports entry. Travis, you had a little hiccup there earlier in the race, but then you came back, man, and you finished on a solid podium. Your take of this wild ride for you here tonight at Lanier.
Well, I was trying to save the right front there, and Landon kind of checked up a bit there, and then the guy behind me got into me and spun me out. So I had to come from the back and see how that went. I don't know. It was a good finish. I don't want to say anything, but Parker turned somebody blatantly. He should have been disqualified, but we'll take the high road on that one.
So, Travis, talk about how you rebounded and how do you build on this finish as you go to Smyrna next week?
New Smyrna, I mean, whatever short track it is. I love short tracks. I love late model stocks. That's why I'm here in this league. So I love clean racing. I was letting guys go, trying to save my tires, and then that didn't pay off for me. So maybe I'm going to have to reevaluate that situation going forward. But, it was fun. I mean, top 3, I can't cry about it. So.
Sorry,
I've
got to ask you this question, Travis. Obviously, I mean, what did you do differently to the car? What handling or adjustments did you make after you got caught up in the accident and then you had to fight your way back for the podium spot to finish third?
I just sent it. Just put right side tires and cranked all rear brake and just went underneath the line and just kept slugging. That's about it. That's all you can do.
Now, you had to send it, but you also kind of had to be patient, right? Because you don't want to mess tearing your car up any more than what you already did.
Yeah, everyone's so equal here. I mean, everyone's such good drivers. I mean, Landon Brown and the whole Brown family has put an awesome series together that I enjoy being a part of. So I don't want to wreck anybody. I don't want to create any bad blood. I want to be here every Sunday. So here we are.
There you go. Well, buddy, thanks for your time. Before I do let you go, man, please thank your sponsors. We'll see you next week at New Smyrna.
We got my boy that does all my wraps, Steel Graphics and Design, and we got Old Town Pizza here in Airdrie and JTD Motorsports, all the boys.
There you go. From Canada, Travis LePayne.
Check me
still all the way.
Sweet from up north.
Yeah, what part of Canada from what part of Canada are you from? And by the way, congratulations to you guys winning the Four Nations face-off NHL tournament. That was pretty damn cool the other night.
Yeah, we were happy about that. I had a lot of heat on a couple of my other leagues when America won. They were all like, "Yeah, we're gonna get you." So I was like, "Yeah, we're all in. Thursday's the big night," and it was, and we won. Anyhow. Love this league. We'll see you next weekend, New Smyrna, Sunday night.
I will say this to you or any of you Canadians up in the north, our friends of the north. In my opinion, hockey is bred up in the north. That is hockey country. You will never be able to take it away. It's good that we have it with the NHL and the Olympics, but the Canadians, that is hockey world up there, man. So big kudos to you.
Yeah, I do have to say, go Calgary Flames.
Yes,
Connor was my hero the one night, but fuck the Oilers. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear.
Don't you cuss on this here broadcast radio there, buddy.
Sorry.
It was good for Canada. I was super happy, but McDavid, we got your ass.
Mm-hmm. To all of my audience on the Community Radio Network, we apologize for that language if it offended you.
I normally don't swear, but
if I get a fine from the FCC, Travis, I got to come to Canada to find you. I got to track your IP address. No, it's all good.
He's running.
Come party. Running. Good. We're good. Canadian beers.
I'll blame it on the Pabst Blue Ribbon. Okay, we'll do that.
Come up here and drink some Molson Canadian and we'll talk.
There you go, my friend. Thank you, Travis. And Mr. LePayne will finish in the number 3 position. We are going to take a break. When we come back, Emmett, myself, will wrap it up here tonight from Lanier. Let you know what's down the road for the Leadfoot Racing League is just round number 1 of a dozen in the Eastern Technical Design Leadfoot Racing League round season number 2. Get ready for New Smyrna and what's to come and put a wrap of the bow here tonight at Lanier, where, of course, when it's all said and done, the man, Jordan Black, wins. We'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, we are clear.
So I figured we go to a break, and then you bring us back on cameras after you do your little commercial, whatnot. And,
Yeah, no, you're good. I'll make it where you can even see it.
Man, to answer Jonathan's question, I believe Harold Eatman did do the. I think he did build race engines. I think it is Parker Eatman's dad or grandfather that built racing engines. Eatman Racing Engines. I'm gonna have to look into that, but I think it is. I think it's Harold Eatman.
Yeah, anything you guys see on the stream, Emmett, the stream can't see.
Yeah,
just remember
that's
that.
That's only our feed, buddy. That's just for us, Emmett. Nobody can see it.
Nice.
That's why I do it like that, because it's just easier. Like, I have you guys set on your own voice. I have you guys iRacing set on its own voice. Everything is set to its own. That way, I can do everything behind the scenes.
Oh, that's nice. Another commercial. I like how you put that in there.
Yeah, I just got them named a bunch of stuff. I just click them.
Yeah. But hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
It don't matter what we run. They're all iRacing commercials anyways. I got to get CRN's thing up there, so when we're on live on CRN and Wesley throws us to the top of the hour, I can play that. So that way, it's up there.
I forgot about Network ID. Wow, my apologies on that.
No, you're good. I just think I think I've got it from Charles, but if I don't, I'm sure you can send it to me.
Charles Wooden?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me and Charles talked on the phone for about 30 minutes last night. Yeah,
I'm gonna run one more just because we haven't run a commercial.
Charles.
Good old Race On, man. He does Race On, and Emmett. I'm doing the. I'm the voice of the Northwest Racing Series that they do on LSR TV, like they've done it for 5 years.
Okay, yeah.
I'm the lead anchor.
Yeah.
And they've decided that they're doing it again. So hey, Cody. Speaking of Northwest, I need to talk to you about something about Northwest when we get off the air.
Okay.
So it's in regards to Sunday night, but it would be like 10 o'clock at night if you could do it. They're looking for somebody to broadcast the qualifying and the duels, because Charles can do the Monday night, and I know Monday night's hard for you anyway.
Well, Mondays wouldn't be too bad because usually FWM's done by 9 o'clock.
Okay, but I mean he's producing for Monday unless you need to fill in for him. But I threw your hat in the ring to ask if you would do the Sunday night qualifying in the duels, and it would literally be about 10 o'clock Eastern, 7
Yeah,
Central.
because I mean, if we have a race like tonight where we're done at 9 o'clock, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Well, me and you would bounce from here to there. You know what I mean?
Sure. You sure? Yeah. I'm just trying to get it where we could actually broadcast both.
And I've already got the LSR TV. I've still got all the LSR TV overlays, so I wouldn't have to change them.
Yeah, I figured he'd give you everything you need. So yeah. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but they're actually transitioning away from TeamSpeak, and they're going to Discord for the remaining of the.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back to.
Hold on. All right.
Welcome back to Lanier.
No,
welcome back to Lanier Raceway. Okay. Take 1, take 2, take 3, and let's finally make it right at take 4. When it's live, everybody. Welcome back to coverage. I am not Cody Deemers. He's the producer. I'm the guy with the name in the middle, Wesley Outland, right? Okay, right. Let me go right down here. Okay, that's me in the middle. Put me in the middle. And Emmett Crow all the way, my buddy, to the far left. And Emmett, far right, my left, your right. Emmett, fun race tonight here at Lanier, man. We saw a share of any and everything, and when it was all said and done, it came down to Jordan Black, Parker Eatman. Our Canadian friend Travis was a little flustered at Parker, and I will tell you, Parker immediately left the conversation. He did not want to engage in any way on the air, so I mean, listen, in my opinion, that's short track racing. We've seen a share of bumps and bangs, and Am I right, Emmett? I mean, that's just what this track provides at Lanier.
Yeah, that's short track racing right there. Yeah, definitely.
That's just short track racing.
I had to throw it in there. I was waiting for it. But yeah, yeah, definitely short track racing. I know the fans loved it. I know they were hooping and hollering. Getting all excited. Due to beverages. But yeah, great race and. I tell you, I knew it was going to be between Black and Eatman the whole night, and it came down to it, definitely.
Yeah, it sure did, man. And obviously, hopefully the Browns and everybody with the, of course, Leadfoot Racing League presented by the fine folks at Eastern Technical Design enjoyed what we put out, and it was a good show, and Jordan Black getting the win. And now we set our stage at Lanier tonight. Now we go to New Smyrna. Let's stay at New Smyrna. We got Speed Week at New Smyrna after tomorrow night's modified event with the FWM on Elevated TV for the modifieds there. And then we go back to New Smyrna for, let me get this right because it's not World Series of Asphalt. By the way, though, New Smyrna Speedway did like my broadcast post that we did last night, Cody. So maybe we won't get in trouble for calling it the World Series of Asphalt Racing. That's what the real title is. But to save everybody face and to keep a possibly virtual lawsuit for our buddy Cody Deemers on Elevated TV. He calls it the 2025 Elevated TV Speed Weeks at New Smyrna Speedway. So we'll stick to that. And don't forget, the modifieds will be there on Wednesday night. Pro Late Models 50 laps. And Emmett, that's when me and you are back in the booth together, buddy, at New Smyrna. But let's go back to the Leadfoot Racing League. We prepare for New Smyrna next Sunday as well.
Yeah, we prepare for New Smyrna next Sunday, and then we look further on, and then we go to Southern National, and then we go to Nashville Fairgrounds, which is always a great track.
Oh, yeah.
Great seeing the cars run back there. And then we go to the old, the fastest half mile in the world, the Coliseum.
It's Bristol, baby! It's Bristol, baby! And, yeah, man, we're going to Bristol, and I can't wait to see what it's going to be like to get those awesome virtual Leadfoot Racing League late model stock car cars around the half-mile last great Coliseum at Bristol. We're going to have fun with that one. And can I make a plea? Can we do something more than 125 laps at Bristol? Let's maybe go 200, maybe. Could we do that, right? I mean, do you think that would work? Right.
This is why Wesley's not in charge of the laps.
If Wesley was in charge of the laps, we'd have probably went 250 or 300 laps at Lanier tonight. So they cut it in half, and I'm just the broadcaster. So they already told me to shut up. So there you go.
Stick to your announcing job.
Yes, just stick to the broadcast booth, Wesley. You don't know anything about operations. So, but no. Listen, in all seriousness, though, thank you so much to Landon Brown and his father and so many people that are involved with the Leadfoot Racing League presented by Eastern Technical Design. They approached me about doing this back in December when I had just got back from doing TV at the Race of Champions at Carteret County Speedway, and I said, hey, there's a chance we might be able to. We'll have to look at my schedule. We need to look at the days and the times. And then obviously thinking of my friend Cody Deemers, good friend of many years at Jacksonville and Carteret and everywhere else I knew him at in North Carolina. Then he's up in Indiana. And literally Emmett and bringing in you and Scott Shive and so many other people, it just worked out better to be able to join me. However, Mr. Producer, a correction. I am at Wesley Outland, not at the Wesley Outland. I don't call myself the Wesley
I just went off the one that Charles had. I just went off the one that Charles had.
At Wesley Outland.
You blame Charles for that one because Charles is giving me that. So.
I'm going to kick his ass when I get off the air here. So, Charles, you're mine. But no, I'm not the Wesley Outland. I am the one and only, and at Wesley Outland on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and Snapchat, and all that good stuff. I finally added somebody called White Rabbit on Snapchat, Emmett Crow. So, I was very afraid at first to add somebody called White Rabbit, right? You feel where I'm coming from, right? And then when I found out it was the Sessoms family, then I was like, okay, it's all good. So,
yes, sir.
I would have added somebody faster that said fireman before White Rabbit. I'm glad we
White
finally know
Rabbit.
who it was, though, and I know White Rabbit's tuning into the broadcast right now. So, no,
Yes,
Emmett,
sir.
we're going to pack it up and get out of here, though, bud. But, man, your final take of this race, and obviously next week, New Smyrna, and, you know, a lot of cool tracks coming up. I want to get back on the subject, though. You've got tonight at 3/8 mile Lanier. You've got next week at a half mile, kind of a flat surface. That is New Smyrna. Southern National is banked at 18 degrees, 17, 18 degrees of banking at Kinley. You've got 5/8 of a mile, you know, kind of flat, kind of remind me of Myrtle Beach. Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. And then you go to, you know, 28, 30 degrees of banking at Bristol. These are very unique racetracks, and obviously whoever come up with the scheduling, they had a pretty good idea of wanting to shake it up, if you will, at the start of the point season.
Yeah, they definitely did. And I'll tell you, Wesley, Mr. Charles just lives right down the road from me. So if you need me to pay him a visit, but yeah, looking at the tracks, you know, Smyrna is going to be the flat half mile, you know, and it's not going to be as much banking as tonight and Southern National. And then you throw Bristol in there, and it's just like, wow. I mean, what a schedule. When you were telling me what's coming up, I was literally shocked and blown away. But yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully I can get back in the booth with you and do some of these races. But yeah, great night. And yeah, I'll see you at we'll see you next week, folks.
Well, buddy, by the way, I want to say thanks again to Triple B Racing. They've announced a deal with Chandler Joyner, bringing on a new team for Season 2. So welcome on board for them. Obviously, Scott Shive and Emmett Crow and myself, along with Cody Deemers, back again for Season 2 of Elevated TV and CRN as well on the radio. And again, want to thank all the partners, obviously everybody behind the Brown family and the Leadfoot Racing League. Thank you also to Eastern Technical Designs as we get ready to log off. Here's a look one more time at the race, the finish, how it all shook out at the end of Lanier. Eastern Technical Design, Tricked Out Decals, MHD Designs, Gear Up Photography, Dummy Energy. Thank you also to obviously other sponsors a part of this race and series, including everybody. Gear Up Photography, LFRL, and Elevated TV and CRN. Here's a look at it one more time. The final laps. Jordan Black over Parker Eatman to win round number 1 from Lanier for round number 2 for the starting the season. We'll see you next week at New Smyrna. For Cody Deemers on production and direction. For, of course, my partner in crime, Emmett Crow. I'm Wesley Outland. Thanks to everybody with the Leadfoot Racing League. We'll see you next week at New Smyrna. And stay tuned for more great broadcast coverage of iRacing throughout the week on Elevated TV. Good evening.
And we're clear.